Hi, welcome to my channel, The Backwards Law, the law of reversed effort. Now, I'm heavy into this, as you know, and I haven't talked a lot about this on this channel. I have done lately, and I'm going to be talking more and more and more about this. And don't be scared of it. That's what I'm going to say. Please don't be scared of this, because people do get scared of the term letting go or any of those terms because they can't quite get their heads around. They think if they let go completely, then they're not going to get what they want. And it's just so not true. So I'm going to just talk about this a little bit more now. What is the law of reversed effort? So you would have heard me mention the backwards law before. So in a nutshell, the harder you try for something, the further away it moves. It doesn't matter what it is. Absolutely anything. And so I'm going to explain what trying hard is first of all, because I think people think, oh, if I'm putting in techniques and saying affirmations and I like them, oh no, I can't do that anymore. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's all in the effort you're putting in and the momentum you feel behind that effort, I suppose. That's the word. I don't know if that's really the right word, but the effort that you feel that you're putting in. Do you feel that you're putting in effort, that you're working hard for something? That's it. Okay. So if you're saying affirmations, but you're not, you're just doing it a few times a day and you don't feel that you're working hard, you don't feel that you're putting in an excess amount of effort to get whatever it is that you're wanting, then that is not going to bother you. That's not going to harm you, because that's just you taking action in a neutral kind of a way, in a relaxed manner. That's what it is. So it's the art of taking action if you need to take action, if there is action required. So for example, okay, my books. I had to write books. In order to sell books, I had to write books. But I do not do anything to promote them. There's loads of stuff you can do to promote your own books, but I don't do it. I might talk about them here. I'm an SEO expert, so obviously naturally I've SEO'd up my site and I sell books. But I don't really do an awful lot to do that, because as soon as I start thinking, oh, how else can I promote these, and looking at different ways, then I will look at the effort that I've taken and I will want my results to match the effort. So I will have that push energy. I don't do that. That is what effort is, when you feel like you're putting in an immense amount of effort, and so you are inevitably looking for results because you're putting in so much effort. Also, when you are trying hard for something, inevitably you are working from a point of lack. So you are working from a place of lack. So you are backing up that lack. You are backing up that resistance, if you want to call it that, because you are coming from that place and you're trying really, really hard to get over here because you feel you're here and you need to go get over here. But the thing is, you go towards what you're thinking you are, and it's moving further and further and further back. Especially, look, just think about it with people. Think about it like this, and this is a really good example. I've heard this example before, and it's a brilliant example. When you can't sleep at night, it doesn't matter what you try to do in order to sleep, it gets more and more frustrating. You cannot get to sleep. The harder you try, the harder it is to get to sleep. Now, as soon as you stop trying, you naturally fall asleep, and then you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, I fell asleep in the end, but you don't really think about how it happened. You don't remember the point of you falling to sleep because you weren't trying. You gave up trying because you thought, this isn't getting me anywhere, I'm going to stop trying. That's when it happens. So this is exactly the same. So it's trying to get to that point where if you need to put in some effort, as in where you need to put in some action in order to get yourself somewhere. So there's something you need to do. You need to create something, let's say. I don't know what it is that you're looking to manifest. You need to create something in order to sell something. You need to do that. So you just do what you need to do, what you need to do in order to get yourself to that point, and then you let the rest take care of itself. You don't worry about how you're going to sell loads of whatever products it is that you're selling. You don't worry about that, because as soon as you start worrying about that, it will be an uphill battle. You'll sell some, then you'll go a few days and you won't sell any, and you'll sell some, you'll go a few days and you won't sell any. And it will be like that, and you'll feel like constantly you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. No, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. That's what it will feel like to you. So it will build up that vibration within you, so you will not get to the point that you want to get to. So it's a combination of work and a combination of exercise. So it's putting the work in that you need to put in, or that you even want to put in, but without feeling it as being an effort. So you're relaxed about it, basically. You're putting in some action if you need to, but you are very relaxed about it and you're enjoying the ride. Now that is you in the right energy. You're in exactly the right energy to get those things that you want. As soon as you feel that you need to work hard for something, the thing is, we are taught that in life. Work hard and you will get. Well, there's so many ways of interpreting it. Well, there are 2 ways of interpreting this. Work hard as in put in lots of effort and strive for something. I need to get to this goal. No, I'm not there. I need to do this to get there. I need to do that to get there. The goal will keep moving away from you. And then there is action that you know you need to take in order to get you to a certain area, a certain place that you want to be. You take the action, but you think, I can't do anything else other than take that action. I can't get involved in how this is going to unfold. Like for me, I can't get involved in how I'm going to sell lots of books. I know that I've done all that I can do. The rest is not up to me, because I know that I will tie myself up in knots, and I know my energy then. But let's say I had a different energy. Let's say I thought, okay, I'm going to find some different ways to promote my books. Completely relaxed. Not me, a certain different type of person. Completely relaxed about it. And found, so then intuitively I would be sent things to do. So I would be relaxed about it, so I would do those things and it would all flow, and I would sell lots of books, because I wouldn't be concerned about it. I wouldn't be looking for results. I wouldn't be trying to balance the effort I was making with the results. I wouldn't be looking for that balance. I would just be allowing it to happen. Now that is not effort as such. That is just putting stuff into action, off you go. So I suppose what I'm saying, it comes down to a mix of doing and not doing. So doing and not doing in equal measure. Put stuff into action, but don't keep looking for the results. When you're looking for the results, you are trying really, really hard for something. It's going to move further away. Now, God knows why that happens, but it's true. Look at it like this. When you manifest something really quickly, let's say you have a fleeting thought about something or a feeling, and then it shows up in your life. And if you're not into this, you say, oh, what a coincidence. Well, no, coincidence is weirder than the fact that you've just done that by thinking about it and feeling it. So much weirder. That seems strange to me, but no, the thought that I've done it does not seem strange to me whatsoever. So why does that happen really, really quickly? Because you've had no resistance around it. You've had no pushing at it. You're not making any effort because you're not expecting anything to happen. You've just had a thought or a feeling. And so there it appears in your life, as simple as that. And that is the kind of balance you want to, you think about that, think about how easy that happens, and then think about, okay, how do I get that balance in my own life? Okay, but then again, don't try too hard to get that balance. This is the paradox here. I would say to people this too, don't try too hard to be happy, because even chasing happiness, things will happen to make you miserable and think, oh, I'm working so hard at this and this has happened and that's happened. So just look for the fact that it would be really cool to be really happy in my life. That would be awesome. Okay, you think that, but you don't do anything. You know, you live your life in the best way possible, but you don't keep thinking, am I happy yet? Am I happy yet? If you're chasing happiness, it will move away from you. If you're chasing a relationship, it will move away from you. If you're chasing a job, it will move away from you. It doesn't matter what it is, it's energy. That energy, that push energy creates pull energy. Just seems to be the way that it is. I have no explanation for it, but that seems to be the way that it is. This is an energetic universe, and everything interacts with us energetically. We interact with it, it interacts with us. So the least resistance possible, and that comes from the not pushing at it, basically, not trying too hard. When we try too hard, what happens is we make that thing all important. So once you've made it all important, you are going to try really, really hard for it. And you might think, well, if I just do this or if I just do that, it doesn't matter, because you're then trying hard. And so it's moving away from you. If you don't kind of get on with this and you think that's ridiculous because I've affirmed things and it's happened and I've done this and it's happened, well, yeah, because you can do that. It's not in what you do, it's in how you feel. So, I mean, it's exactly that, because so if you're doing stuff and enjoying it, you're saying affirmations and you don't feel that resistance when you're saying it, you just feel like, yeah, I'm doing that. You're not looking for the results, you're just saying, I know if I do this for a certain amount of time, inevitably, that's going to show up in my life. Let's say you have that feeling state around it. Well, that's not you putting in a ton of effort. That's just you doing something you enjoy, taking some action in order to get to that thing that you want. But you're not constantly looking for it. So it's not in the wording of this, it's in the feeling of it. I really hope that that makes sense, because it is such a vast topic. And it does get confused when people say to me, well, you tell me not to affirm, but I've seen people have success with that. Well, yes, because it's in how they're feeling, it's not in what they're doing. It's never in what you're doing, it's always in how you're feeling. But yes, there will be situations in life. If you want to change your career, for example, and you want to get another job, you have to apply for that job. Of course you do. It might just land on your lap, who knows? But really speaking, you need to apply for that job. But then just apply for it and go, oh, it'd be really cool if I got an interview for that. That's the least effort. That's the reversed effort. So you're taking the action that you feel you need to take, that points you in that direction, and then you're stepping back. So it's take some action, step back, take some action, step back. My whole life is, and I do have to rein myself in sometimes when I notice it going off track, when I notice myself trying a bit too hard, because that's natural. My whole life is take some action that I feel is going to be beneficial to me in the long term, and then let it ride, let it flow, let things happen from the action I'm taking. If I keep looking for it and feeling the lack of that thing that I want, or that sort of direction that I want to go in, I will keep seeing that. I will keep holding it there. It's like you hold life in stasis, you hold it in limbo as it is, because you keep feeling it, because you're trying to marry up those efforts you're putting in with results. You feel like you should see results because you've put in all of this effort, but actually that's when you don't see the results. So as soon as you find yourself feeling that, that's the time to go, hang on a minute, law of reversed effort, what am I doing? I'm kicking in that law, so of course I'm going to stay here. So to really notice that and not feel that you're the exception to the rule. I mean, who knows? You can maybe assume that you are, and you will be. I really don't know, and I don't want to go down that track because it's not what I believe. So, but I'm not saying, it's not what I think, it's not what I believe, I suppose. For me, it doesn't work like that. So I have to go with what works for me, and I think in a lot of cases it's going to be the same. In most cases it's going to be the same, unless maybe you assume different and it's different for you. I can't categorically say that's not the case, but for me, no, it wouldn't be the case because I couldn't get my head around that. So that's it, law of reversed effort, backwards law of reversed effort. There's loads of stuff online about it if you want to take a look at that. I looked at this years ago and I thought, yeah, and I've grown more and more fond of that theory, that law. To me it seems like a law because I can see that happening in my own life. I can see when I'm trying too hard I'm not really getting anywhere, but when I take that effort away, I do. And so, do you know what, I'm not going to I don't want to go into detail about this because it's kind of a big thing for me and it hasn't all unfolded yet, but to the point where I noticed I was doing that a little bit the other night and I thought, oh, stop, look what you're doing. And I immediately thought, just forget about it, just pretend that that's not even happening, pretend that's not even part of your life. And literally overnight stuff started happening. I woke up in the morning, I looked at something and I thought, my God, you what? And there's a tendency to then go, oh, and then almost kind of try and take control of it. But that's when you remind yourself, no, I did this by not having control of it. This is what I did. So if I go back to that, then I'll get back into that. So I need to carry on how I'm carrying on. Okay, I think that's it. I didn't want to make this really, really convoluted. I just wanted to stick to the facts and see if you get something from this. That'd be amazing. Like I said, my content is going to be much heavier on this because it has changed my life. And if it can change your life, awesome. And I'll help you do that the best way that I can. I'm an author. My books are listed below. You can buy those. They're all available on Amazon. There's some coaching available on my website, some Zoom coaching. Pop along to my website, have a look, see if there's anything you fancy, any dates that you fancy. If you don't see a date that would really suit you, if none of the dates suit you, then do email me, because if I can accommodate you, then I will. The dates I put on are the best dates for me, but there's often things that I can do, so don't worry too much about that. It's not set in stone. There's email coaching available, which I think is the most cost-effective option. At the moment, I charge £75 for a month, so 4 weeks worth of email coaching. So I don't know how long it will stay at that price. Sometimes, some clients I hear from a lot and some not so much. So it kind of at the moment balances itself out, but it depends how busy I keep getting. I'm getting busier and busier, but I will keep it at that price. If you start email coaching with me and it's £75 when you start, I will never put your cost up. So whatever you come to me for, whatever price I charge you, if my prices then go up, you will never be charged more. So bear that in mind. Whatever you pay is what you'll be paying ongoing. And I think that's that really. I have a podcast once a week with my son Harrison. I will list that down below. And yeah, have a lovely Friday.